Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Gen Con, the best 4 days of gaming. Yeah. We are so excited to be here with you today. My name is Chris Ode, and I am honored to serve as the GM for this show, Scooby Doo, Where RPG You? Yay!
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
There you go. We have a fine cast today that they'll be introducing themselves later on, but I wanted to get a couple of housekeeping things out of the way, and then we'll just jump into the show. Most of us here are part of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, and what do? We make funny movies about gaming.
We make funny movies about gaming.
And other things. But you can find us if you're here in booth 100. What booth number was that, everybody? 100! Thank you. And if you have proof of coming to one of our shows, including this one, you can get yourself 20% off all of your Zoe purchases at the booth, because this year marks 20 years of the gamers.
That's how I got so fat.
Yeah, that's how I got so gray. So that is going on this year. We want to make sure you knew about that. If you were here or watching online, well, that's the only way you'd know about this. But we are also doing 2 shows of Gamers Live this year, our improv show. Yay! If you were online, you can catch that on the Gen Con Live channel tomorrow at 2 p.m. or Saturday at 7 p.m. What time is the one tomorrow? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. What time is the one Saturday? 7 p.m. Thank you. And we are going to do that show in ballroom 500. What ballroom? 500. Thank you. What was the booth number? 100. I love you all so much.
You guys are really good at math, man.
Numbers. Something that you just should know about. Also, I found out that we're allowed to sell merch in the room, but we're not going to do that because we didn't bring it. We are going to randomly assault some of the audience.
Wait, when Fred fails, I get extra things.
You do. You get a bonus because Fred failed. So
He's starting with a +2 bonus on a roll.
That's a good shot. I like it. However, if you are interested in stuff, my youngest kiddo has a bunch of flyers that have our QR code on them. Archer, stand up and jump a little bit. Just jump. There you go. So, if you don't already have one of these flyers and have not seen that QR code, you can grab one of those from Arch, or just ask us, and we'll help you out. So that's most of the housekeeping. Just to be very clear, Scooby Doo is a wholly owned property by Warner Brothers Discovery. In no way, shape, or form do we make any claims to any kind of ownership. This is a loving parody / satire / homage. I want to be very clear about that.
You didn't say we were doing satire.
I've worked with you all before. We were doing satire before we got here. And today's mystery, folks, is inspired by Scooby Doo and the Zombie's Treasure by James Gelsey. Illustrated by Uncredited. Yes, indeed. I went to my local public library, checked out a dozen children's books, and found one I thought would be funny. We'll be using an amended version of the Tri-Stat rules today. Does anyone know Tri-Stat? Holy cow, some of you do.
Oh, come on.
That's awful. You'll know when I mess up.
Small mountain.
It's okay. Tri-Stat is very simple. Everybody has 3 main abilities: a body, a mind, and a soul score. The cast is going to be making checks against those numbers or against skills derived from those numbers, and their goal is to roll low. They want to get at or below their target number. If they do so, they succeed, and we all go, yay! Or if we want, in total Zoe spirit, we can say, waffles! You didn't get that? That's fine.
I did.
Thank you. You've been to Gamers Live before. That's great. And if they don't succeed, that's okay. Life will go on, and it's based on a kids movie, so whatever. Kids TV show. Kids TV show and book.
And movie, yeah.
Yes, that's true. I've not seen the movies, though. So
stage play.
While I will be giving bonuses to references to the show, 80s and 90s pop culture, or anything else I find amusing, the odds are good that referencing the movies a lot won't help you much because I won't get the joke. Although I might just do that thing on stage where you laugh and pretend that you understood. Let's all do that right now.
I was just thinking about it.
There you go. That worked out perfectly. There is going to be a 1-point cumulative penalty for every time someone swears because it's a kid's show. However, it's a kid's show, so innuendo is on point. What else to let you know? That's pretty much everything. We have a great cast with you today, and we will briefly introduce every one of them. Over on for you, to the far right, we have the wonderful Maggie Doyle. Maggie will be playing Velma for us today.
What?
That's awesome. Next to Maggie, we have Helen Roundhill.
Hi.
They will be portraying Fred today, if you couldn't guess.
I am.
I'm so glad you just wore that anyway.
I thought you were doing Hillary.
No one's doing Hillary right now.
Innuendo.
Wait, each get a bonus point for that. Well done. Next to Helen is Sarah Sanders-Ode, who will be portraying Daphne. We have Christian Doyle, who's coming in as Shaggy. Bryce Bebop portraying Scooby Doo. And due to a series of just hilarious miscommunications via email, Peter Adkison is not only playing with us today, but is actually portraying Animal from the Muppets. Guest starring is the all-new original character of Scruffy-Doo. We all feeling good?
I really want to read that email chain.
Okay.
I already love this so much.
We could call it good right there.
This RPG just could have been us investigating the email chain.
So entertaining.
Who's underneath that mask?
Okay.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Let's get this show on the road. Whoa! Shaggy called from the back of the Mystery Machine.
Whoa!
Fred steered the van around a big curve in the road, and the whole gang slid from side to side.
Whoa! I say again.
Daphne hollered back, "Are you three all right back there?"
Are you three all right back there?
She was sitting in the
don't know
front
what's three.
seat with Velma and Fred. "What? No problem," Shaggy replied.
I don't talk like that, man.
Thanks, Shaggy tried to see around the pile of camping supplies that had fallen over in the back of the van. "Except I can't find Scooby or Scrappy-Doo." I'm so glad I'm not doing that role. "I think they're lost under the pile of camping equipment." "Scooby? Oh, I'm sorry. Scruffy? Scooby? Scruffy? Are you in there?" Shaggy asked. He lifted one bag up.
Guys?
Pardon me. I've got a Scooby snack in my throat.
That's what they all say.
1 point
I
for anyone
swear
there. There you
that's
go.
what it was, man.
He lifted one bag up and moved another aside. At the back of the van was a pup tent. Get a bonus point. Which had somehow set itself up amid the chaos. Strange sounds were coming from inside. Not like that. Shaggy unzipped the front flap. There were Scooby and Scruffy happily eating from a large basket of food. "Like, who needs the great outdoors when you have all this great food indoors? Right, Scoob?" Shaggy asked. He laughed to himself, sat down next to Scruffy, and started eating. "Will you three please straighten up back there?" Fred called.
Will you three please straighten up back there? I even got fed my line.
"We'll be at the campsite soon, and it would be nice if we had some food left over for the rest of the camping trip," Velma added. "Like, don't worry," Shaggy called. "We're only eating the pizza." "I don't remember packing any pizza," Daphne said. "Scooby and I did," Scruffy replied between bites. "Yeah," Shaggy added. "You didn't expect us to eat the stuff you brought, did you?" "Hold on, gang," Fred called. "The road's about to get a little bumpy." He turned off the highway and onto a dirt road. It had just rained and there were lots of puddles. The kids from Mystery Incorporated had just solved their latest caper, the case of the staggering bishop, and were taking a weekend trip to the Treasure Bend campground. It was supposed to be perfect for hiking, fishing, caving, splunking if you prefer, and enjoying the wonders of Mother Earth. Supposed to be.
Like, I hear this place is good for all sorts of outdoor activities.
Say there, Daphne, would you like to go spelunking with me?
Spelunking? I would love to spelunk with you.
Great, I'll bring ropes.
You have to bring the proper safety equipment when you go spelunking. Ropes aren't going to be enough.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Well, I thought I'd explore your cave.
Okay.
Scoob and I would love to go spelunking. What kind of sandwich is that exactly?
Submarine.
That's a good boy.
And here I
Velma,
thought it
could
would
you-
be a grinder.
Velma, could you please give me a folklore history check or something similar?
Yes. Folklore or history. All right. That is 10. What about my occult? Would that work, or do you want to use my mind?
You should have one of those as a trained skill, I think.
Well, according to the sheet that I was given by my GM, folklore does not appear.
Oh,
However, occult does.
oh, that'll be good enough.
Yeah, okay, so I succeed.
Fantastic. There's supposed to be an abandoned gold mine in the area, and that's where the camp gets its name, the Treasure Bend Campground.
We should go there.
Ruh-roh.
It's supposed to be what now?
It's a treasure camp.
A treasure camp.
With gold. We
Well,
can
Right
buy
at the end of that
pretty
treasure trail.
Oh, think how many sandwiches we could buy, Scoob.
Maggie. We need treasure.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you,
We need
Scoob.
treasures.
Your cousin
Now, everyone, we're
freaking me
not.
out.
We're not here for treasure. We're here for a good time with our friends.
Which could include treasure and buying pretty things.
For who?
Me?
Oh, that's a nice idea.
I know.
Maybe we can go on a nice wilderness hike.
I think that's a great idea.
But to the treasure, right?
Wilderness hike? That sounds maybe dangerous, or there could be bears.
I'll give you a Scooby snack.
Oh, I mean, I was going to go
Right
anyway.
As the van drives through the trees, weaving and bobbing over the hills, a dark red SUV races past and splatters mud on the mystery machine, all while honking and gesturing at the group.
They're wasting gas and being rude.
And harshing my buzz, man.
Man,
You
I
can
just
no
got
longer
this
see
clean.
through the front windshield, Fred.
Oh, that's dangerous. Amazing. I mean, obviously, I topped off all of the fluid, so I am going to spray the windshield wiper. And...
Give me a driving check.
Yep.
You fail.
Ooh, Fred failed again. I get more points.
Didn't even roll it.
Honey, I can get it. I have like some extra makeup wipes in my purse. I could just lean out the window and kind of wipe it off.
That's not very safe, but please go right ahead.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Don't worry about it. Scoob's got it. Hey, do the windshield wiper tail trick.
And then I'm going to jump on top of the van.
Sure, give me the roll.
I'm going to hold on to him.
Why not?
Okay, Maggie. I've got
We're excited
animal
about treasure.
training.
Sure.
Cool, I got it.
Okay. Scooby catapults himself out of the van as it continues to weave and bob across these hills.
Jinkies.
Shaggy is holding on to his legs for
Be
dear
careful
life.
out there, fella. What do you see?
I'm just leaning out the window watching and laughing.
I like it.
Freeze.
Velma, give me a common sense check.
Do you want that to be my mind?
Anything that succeeds.
Well, if you wanted to succeed, then I succeeded.
Awesome. It occurs to you that maybe, just maybe, pulling over might be wise.
Hey, Fred, we should pull over.
Do I get to roll my driving now?
Yeah.
Oh, double one.
Ooh,
Double ones.
Nice. Fred expertly applies the brakes. Good job. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
I'm going to jump outside and lift my leg.
Oh, there you go. Please
Is that a
give
mind
me a roll
roll
for that.
or-
7. It's kind of an average lift.
Scruffy leaps out of the vehicle, attempts to lick his own leg, and stretches something.
Oh man, drummers, right?
I'm going to use my tail now that we're stopped.
Perfect. Scooby begins to wipe the windshield clean with his tail. It's
And
surprisingly effective.
I'll take the makeup wipes and wipe off your tail so you don't have a tail full of mud.
Excellent teamwork.
I would like to investigate why the windshield wipers didn't work.
Open the hood.
I would like to investigate the cooler, man, and see what I can get a sandwich out of.
Go for it.
I succeed.
You identify that there is a kink in the line from the windshield wiper fluid dispenser thing. I was
Make it
a
exact.
social science major. I don't know.
Oh, perfect.
Well, that
And,
makes no sense. I checked
no,
the whole
it's-
car top to tail before we left.
Everybody give me a mind roll. Give me actually, just give me odds or evens. Just roll a die and
One
pick
die.
One die.
beforehand whether it's odd or even,
Odd.
and then tell me if you succeed.
Okay.
It's succeeded.
Okay?
Okay, all right. Something's odd. It's even.
I failed.
I'm gonna vote
Failed.
even.
Wait.
And I got even.
Anyone who succeeded, you recognize that while Fred did say that he checked the mystery machine from stem to stern and top to bottom and front to back and everything else,
Bumper to bumper.
the way that he actually did it was to just stand outside and go, "Yep."
Yup.
I would like that, like the hood, the big. I've opened the hood.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on, and then that big cartoon puff of smoke happens.
Okay.
So I'm really dirty.
That
I have
sounds.
more makeup
And your
wipes.
glasses are probably
Yeah.
fogged up.
It took
Yeah.
a Scooby snack, but I succeeded by 1.
There you go. You were also aware that Fred is, a douche. I
know no such thing.
No, I'm saying I found sandwich stuff.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic. My bad. I take it back. You aren't aware. What?
My sixth sense of smelling food within 60 feet kicks in.
You were aware that your best friend is trying to consume food without you.
Super speed.
I would never do that, man.
to run in and get some food.
I was gonna share.
I follow him.
Okay, excellent. Hannibal,
Sheesh, guys, not in the car. I just cleaned it. By standing outside of it and going, yup.
Scruffy improvises a quick drum solo and then leaps out of the vehicle to help with eating of the sandwiches. Quick tech thing, just because I'm aware of some of the mic placement. Are you hearing everything okay, crew? I just see a couple of flops. Okay, you're good. Sweet. I figured I could ask you, or I could just keep hoping.
I would like Scruffy, while doing the drum solo, to accidentally come over to Velma and use the drumsticks on her so all of the dust and dirt magically come off like a cartoon.
I
Yeah.
think that is great. I also love that you endowed breaking down the mystery machine with all of the explosion of smoke and oil. I was like, yeah, you know what? The car's broken, sure.
Just the windshield wiper.
Way to go, Velma.
But yes, you are now cleaned off with the hood up, the group of you sitting around trying to figure out what to do, when, lo and behold, you see a police car coming down the other way on the road.
Oh, good, the police. They'll be helpful.
Raggy, hide the sandwiches.
I don't talk to cops, man.
I should probably handle this one. Look at me.
He's right.
The vehicle pulls over. You see on the side Treasure Bend police, and the door opens. I'm sorry. Your hair.
My beautiful hair, what about it?
Yes. A gentleman steps outside of the car and stands up. He's a very tall, strapping man. He walks towards you with the bearing of a country police officer. And he looks over at the vehicle and give me an etiquette or diplomacy or a. I'm so tempted to just ask you to roll like a straight white guy check.
Which naturally succeeds. That's
I mean, depending on the situation.
that's straight white privilege.
It is a very broken class. Attempts have been made to nerf, and we're still working on it. Bad beta testing.
Astonishingly, I could not have failed that worse. Are you trying to tell me that not everyone thinks that Fred is straight?
It's the ascot. It's the ascot.
Oh no, definitely straight. You put it over your right shoulder that way, right? I don't know the rules.
So the sheriff looks down over his sunglasses and says, "You kids seem to be having some trouble."
Boy, are we glad to see you. Something happened. Velma touched the car and the whole thing broke down.
Typical. I'm Sheriff Flugel, the sheriff in these parts. You kids, you need to be careful around here. There's reports of a jewel thief in the area.
I growl.
We don't have any jewels.
You growl?
I growl.
That's how you lost the check, was it? The sheriff takes one look at you and reaches for his sidearm.
Whoa, man!
I
It's in my
growl
pocket,
slowly.
okay?
Keep growling and back up.
Growling and back up.
Yeah.
You need to keep your dog on a leash.
I'm gonna jump in and use
No.
my social science and psychology,
Okay.
which I clearly succeed at. Oh, officer, just forgive him. The car blowing up was very scary for the dog. He's just a little on edge right now.
Looks like he got caught in the explosion.
He did.
Okay.
I plan on giving him a bath very shortly.
I'm Snoopy Scapping to get my Scooby snack, Cousin Oliver syndrome.
Oh, yes. Would you explain Cousin Oliver syndrome? One of your special abilities?
A wave of saccharine cuteness overwhelms the target.
Sheriff Flugel takes one look at you and says, oh, actually now that the light has changed, that's an adorable puppy you have there.
Thank you.
Here, little fella. He reaches down to scritch behind your ears.
That's how he lost his hand.
You kids need some help with that engine, or are you doing okay?
I'm sure I can fix it.
God, please help us, sir.
No, I got this. I can use my mechanics, probably traps,
Yeah, go for it.
to fix it, probably. Yeah, I could not have failed that worse.
It's okay, honey.
I'm really gonna miss this van, man.
It's okay, honey. You'll do better next time.
I just don't understand what happened. I'm naturally so good at these things. I'm a man.
Officer, could we leave our van here and you drive us to the campground? And then we'll call a tow truck to get the van towed?
Sure, that sounds like a great idea. In fact, I'll make the call for you.
Thanks, officer.
If there's not enough room, I'll sit on Fred's lap.
I'll sit on, yeah.
Were you going to sit on
how
Daphne's lap or
efficient.
Velma?
I was gonna, I'm not, I'll sit on Daphne's lap.
That's okay.
I want to sit on someone's lap.
Oh, come here, little guy. So
We'll really
brother,
only take up 2 of your seats,
Yeah.
apparently. I'm sure we'd be breaking exactly no traffic laws doing that.
Man, and I love it.
No, this is good. This is good. Everybody give me some sort of perception or spot check. I think I added that into all of you. I don't remember.
Oh, no, I do.
It's not smell. is it?
No, it's not scent related.
I
It's
beat it by
visual.
5.
It's visual related. I should tell you that because some of you do have a bonus.
I beat it
Oh,
by
hey,
6.
I win, man.
I beat it by 6.
6.
When I get in the car, my glasses fall off because I failed.
But you are now invulnerable to damage.
Indeed.
Yes, and anytime Velma loses her glasses, she cannot see. However, she is then invincible. So. Anyone else succeed?
I did,
I
man.
did.
No.
Animal? Okay. If you succeeded, as you're getting into the vehicle, for a brief moment, you think on a nearby ridge, you see a huge, hairy creature. But then, it's gone.
Reggie!
What? What is it? What is it, boy? Oh my gosh!
Fred, did you see that?
I think it's.
I'm sure it's just
TV's
a bear.
Lou Ferrigno.
Oh my gosh.
Shaggy, Lou Ferrigno doesn't live here.
Got him. Well, now I'm embarrassed, man.
The sheriff drives you back to the Treasure Bend campground, all the time telling
Hey, thanks
you.
for stopping for that pizza. Yep, just the way we like it, Scoob. Pineapple, ham, and a giant chocolate chip cookie.
Out of character, when did you?
Remember when I texted you that we'd be 10 minutes late.
Okay. It all makes more sense.
We wanted to make sure it was hot, man.
I like it. That's way to role play.
Come on, guys. If you eat that now, you're not going to have space for marshmallows later.
That's the dumbest thing you have ever said, man.
Velma, since I love you both and I know who stood in line.
There was no line.
But I accept.
All the while, on the trip to the Treasure Bend campground, Sheriff Flugel tells you the history of the land, the tales of sights and sounds and magic and other adjectives or nouns. I'm not really sure which those are right now.
I pay full attention so that he can like us better because I have etiquette and upper class etiquette, and I can just listen so that he knows that we're on his side.
Excellent. You pull into a small dirt parking lot near a ramshackle building with numerous signs and random pieces of bric-a-brac and flair mounted on the walls. There's signs like, "Welcome to Treasure Bend," "Gateway to the Cascades," "Sasquatch are always welcome," "Homemade blackberry jam," "Enjoy our secret recipe," and "Make the great outdoors great again." I thought that was funny, I'm sorry. I will accept the penalty on myself. Everyone give me a spot check, or perception check, I forget what I called it.
Perception.
Perception. This is a visual check again.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a Scooby snack.
I'm going to say that I passed that so well, I can see into the next dimension. So.
Oh, that's it.
You've been eating the Scooby snacks.
Yes! Fred failed! I succeeded! I don't even need a Scooby snack.
Fred failed, you succeeded. You are really working that
I
tonight.
know.
I wish it was intentional. It would have been so much funnier.
Yeah, actually, since you can't see the sheets, so just for the record, Daphne does get a bonus every time Fred fails. Fred gets a bonus every time that he's with the women, and a penalty every time he's with the boys. So
I think
evens
it
out.
literally is Fred is smarter when there are girls around.
Yeah, that's what it is. So those of you who succeeded, there are two people talking on the building's porch. A woman with dark hair and a single gray streak, that really awesome one that some people get sometimes. Like, have you seen that before? Who was the...
Rogue? No, Stacy.
Yeah.
Stacy from What Not to Wear.
That was so, anyway. So single gray streak, dressed in flannel with a dark green bandana and well-loved hiking boots. A compass and a small pouch hang from her belt. The man is wearing a tweed suit with leather patches on the elbows. He has thin-rimmed glasses that keep slipping down his nose and is holding several long cardboard tubes under his arms.
Does he need some fashion help?
Yes. Additionally, in the parking lot, you see a dark red SUV.
Oh.
Who succeeded by a lot on their check?
Me. Depends on how much Fred failed.
What's a lot?
I'm too busy noticing how good
I don't know,
cookies
by
I could
five-
not
5
have
points or
succeeded
more?
better.
Okay, if you succeeded by 5 points or more, she looks like someone who knows how to survive out here alone. He does not. Kind of looks like a university professor. The man is speaking to the woman, and he says to her, "Look here, Mrs. Butler, this old map shows where your property overlaps the old mine. It's just too dangerous. You have to close this place down." As he's speaking, he drops a tube, and it rolls toward the group, because apparently they're on a hill.
Well, see, it's over the mine and it's starting
Okay,
to sink.
Scruffy, you're chasing after the tube.
Oh.
You snatch it up. Did you use your convenient forepaws? Or
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay,
Need a forepaw.
you're holding the tube. What would you like to do?
Oh, take it back to them.
Like
Maybe they'll throw it again.
Maybe they'll throw it again.
Can I eat a Scooby snack to push the plot?
Is that backseat GMing right there? Or is it...
No, I'm not backseat.
No, it's all good.
I-
You're like, I'm not backseat, it's direct. You gave me this ability and I'm using
I
it.
gotta use it because I want to eat more cookies.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You gave him the ability. I mean,
I would like
Don't
Scruffy
use this.
to trip so that the tube opens
Ah,
and the map goes.
that's exactly what happens. Truffy, I'm sorry that that your cousin betrayed you. And,
My tail is mine
you
to the
trip
tongue.
over Scooby's tail as you were walking back.
Well, I
Scooby
turn
was
around and
distracted by
attack him.
sandwiches. The tube falls out of your hands, lands, pops open, and out slides an old map.
Jinkies.
And I'm
Give
attacking
yourself a bonus
him.
for later.
I'm attacking Scooby.
You're attacking
Just gonna
Scooby.
eat
But, I mean, playfully. The
Oh,
way dogs do,
playfully,
you know?
playfully, absolutely.
like,
Rolling
went on-
damage.
Yeah.
Chewing on his leg.
Well, it is a
9.
zombie story.
9.
He's in-
Yeah,
Okay,
kinda.
so you managed to leave 9 tooth marks playfully
Yeah.
in Scooby's tail.
I'm using non-lethal damage.
There you
The
go.
funny part is this is so much less annoying than puppy power.
I just want my tail to be like a boxing glove and just
It's just boxing around like that.
and helping.
Yeah, and I try to hit it with drums.
Fantastic.
I like that.
Amazing.
I like how you thought that was pushing the plot forward.
Well, I'm going to pick up the map
There you
now
go.
that it has unrolled, and I'm going to say,
Take it from Velma.
yes, I take it away from Velma who picked it up.
So Fred is looking at the backside of the map and doesn't know what's going on.
Please,
However,
Daphne, I'm trying to read.
I think we
Velma,
should
you were able to notice before Fred took the map that it seems to be to depict a series of mines, like what do I want to say? Caves. That's the word. Caves and tunnels.
Whoa.
I told you we'd go spelunking.
Now, as they're speaking, so Professor Mullins again said, let's see if I can get his word. No, look here, Mrs. Butler. This old mine shows where your property overlaps. This old map shows where your property overlaps the old mine. It's just too dangerous. You have to close this place down. And then the lady looks at him and says, "Oh, I just don't know, Professor Mullins." She looks away from him and half-heartedly says to you, "Welcome to Treasure Bend. You must be the group who's here for the weekend. Enjoy your stay. You might be the last guest we ever have."
I didn't know the
But a
weekend was
cultural
here.
treasure like this, we can't let it close down. They have blackberry jam.
Ram?
It's true.
We love blackberry jam, don't we, Scoob?
Ram? I'm just gonna run towards the jam.
Scooby runs inside for jam. That sounds great. The rest of you overhear the conversation as Professor Mullins and Dorothy Dot Lundgren continue to speak. Their conversation flat out revealing that the professor is very concerned about sinkholes in the area, the dangers that these pose to the campers, and the possibility that someone might get hurt. Dot is concerned because this is her business, her livelihood, and she loves this place. What would she do if the campground closed?
Well, if you have makeup and you have wrinkles, which are like sinkholes, you could use some filler to kind of fill it in. We
Oh,
could
maybe
use
go
some
to community
filler.
college and take some dialect lessons.
No, I
Wow.
want to fill in the holes.
You're going to fill in the holes.
Yeah.
Before you close this down, maybe we could help investigate the sinkholes for you.
I can't close it down. I just think you should consider it.
Oh. Well, would it make you feel better if we did some investigation?
And filled in the holes.
I think it's just too dangerous for anyone to be doing such a thing.
Nothing
I'm
to
not
do
going
with
down in a
this game.
scary mine.
He looks
shaft.
over at Dot and says, "I do wish you'd change your mind." He goes back to his car, shuts the door, and drives off, scattering gravel and dirt and dust everywhere.
Dot, why don't you want any investigations to happen?
Well, it's not that I don't want any to happen. It's just I don't know what I'd do if they found out the place really was that dangerous.
How dangerous.
Oh, you said dangerous?
Well, they're worried about the sinkholes, remember?
Has anyone disappeared yet?
Well, there are rumors. At least a few holes have been found that I've seen. No one's fallen into any of them.
Then I'm sure it's fine.
Everyone give me a spot, or is it spot or perception? I'm gonna stop asking.
Perception,
Perception.
visual.
Give me a perception check that is auditory.
Oh.
But 8, okay. I beat it by 5.
I'm going to beat it.
My glasses fell off so I can't see or hear.
That will be convenient given what's about to happen.
I got it.
Missed it, man.
Did anyone succeed?
I did.
Okay, so Animal / Scruffy did, Scooby did, and Daphne did too. The three of you hear growling from the forest. And all of a sudden, a creature covered in fur, branches, mud, and dried what looks like blood crashes out of the forest, pounds its chest and billows in your direction with a look of pure hatred.
Not now, Daphne. Not now. I'm trying to read a map.
No.
Let me help you find your glasses.
Scruffy runs away.
Yep.
Just in any random direction.
I'm going to run behind him.
That's a good choice because you're like 1/4 the size of Scooby.
Yeah. First
Yeah.
instinct, get him between me and danger.
I think that is wise.
Yeah.
Scooby, you and Shaggy are cowering together, is that correct?
Of course we are.
I think it's adorable.
I'm trying to get Fred's attention so that we can fight and solve this problem.
14 years and counting.
Trying to get Fred's attention part, yeah.
Yeah.
Fred, Velma,
Well, I'm certain it's nothing.
you're just still focused on that backwards map.
Yeah, absolutely am. I absolutely am.
Just don't understand why it's
I
blank.
don't understand. It's blank. I can't see anything. It's probably just a bear.
But
It's running towards us, correct?
Yes, it's begun to move in your direction.
Great. So my
But-
glasses fell off,
yeah.
so I'm going to be looking for my glasses. I'm going to eat a Scooby snack. While I look for my glasses, I should talk first. As I look for my glasses, I lift up the entire gang so that the creature goes underneath them, and then I put them down as I put my glasses back on. So I have completely missed the creature.
That was chef's kiss. That was beautiful. I loved it. I could see it. I appreciated the pantomiming. The whole experience was wonderful. Everyone give me so you do exactly as you say. The creature comes rushing at you all. The cowering happens. The hiding behind happens. All of this. Somehow with one hand.
It's always one hand.
It's always one hand. Velma manages to reach down and super server style lift up the entire group while looking for her glasses, finds them, pops them back on, immediately losing her super strength and having to drop them all back down.
Yep.
Which point that's fine, they're safe, the creature has run past. Everybody, give me a perception check. This one is visual.
Balls!
No.
We're good.
Not a curse word.
If you succeeded, you recognize that, wait a minute, that seems to be a human being wearing furs and improvised camouflage. And just then, Dot comes rushing out of the building because apparently she went in the middle of this. I forgot that while I was writing things down. That's okay. We'll pretend it didn't happen, except I just told you all.
Maybe she went to get tea or something.
She comes back outside and she starts
With the
yelling,
blackberry jam.
"Stop, Jack, it's okay. They are guests."
Why is this man attacking us in a very unflattering outfit?
Well, it's funny you should say that because upon hearing Dot's voice and her words of soothingness, sure, why not? It's improv. Roll with it, everybody. The creature who had seemed so angry before calms down for a moment, straightens himself up, which apparently I needed to do too. I didn't know that.
Wow, you like audibly cracked.
That's a lot.
Wow,
man.
45 is fun, everybody.
Try
Anywho,
62.
There you go. Give the man some Scoobies.
Peter needs Scooby snacks.
Yeah.
And the man pulls back his hood, his fur hood with all of the grossness, and introduces himself as Cougar Jack McGee.
I would like you to point out where in that book that man's name is Cougar Jack McGee.
He was Panther Jack, and that's stupid. I decided this takes place in the Pacific Northwest, so it's a cougar.
That didn't look like any cougar I'd ever seen before.
What kind of cougars have you seen?
Just got that.
More to drop on the floor by accident.
Oh my gosh. That's so fun. Cougars. Anyway, he says that he's Cougar Jack McGee. He lives in the woods and helps protect the animals.
In that?
Did
Yeah.
anyone ever
I
tell
scare
you-
off all the wannabe influencers who tend to leave behind trash and damage fragile mountain meadows. I had to cough. And harass local endangered wildlife. Although now something else has been scaring off campers and even the animals.
What is it?
I don't know.
Could it be that you're dressed as a giant monster, man?
I thought about that, so I did a test. I tried it once while naked.
Did anyone ever tell you you look like TV's Lou Ferrigno? Whoa, man. That was intense. I wouldn't like you when you're angry.
I saw it once. For those of you who don't know, TV's Lou Ferrigno was portrayed the Incredible Hulk in the 1970s Hulk show.
Current times, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted. I know some of us. I don't know why I'm. You're still out there, right? The lights are really bright. I can't tell. Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Can you
good.
not hear them? They're there.
I
could
heard
be a
them, but they
laugh track.
stopped for a second because I was talking. So.
That happened?
I mean, they stop when I'm talking, not because I was.
Not funny.
I've made them laugh at least twice that I've counted it. And I've been counting.
So
Thank you.
they're
Let's move the story forward.
That requires a vote.
Hey, he's got a Scooby snack in his mouth.
I don't know what it is, but I saw it once.
Wait, the thing
It
that
had
scared
crazy-looking eyes, and I
Lou
wasn't
Ferrigno?
looking in a mirror. The eyes glowed in the dark. They were bright red.
Oh.
I'm sure it was just a bear.
Who went to Sephora?
What kind
and
of
got
bear
some-
has glowing eyes, Fred?
They went to Sephora and got some glowing red eye makeup.
Everyone give me a spot check. Wait, no, perception.
That's fun, man.
I really like that you can know.
Okay.
I've played too many systems. I should just
got
call it a looking at things check. Everybody give me a looking at
with
things
each
check.
system,
If you
he hopes the
succeeded,
next system will bring him
if
home.
you succeeded, you recognize that kind of buried underneath all of the furs and makeshift camo and branches and other stuff that Cougar Jack is wearing. Cougar Jack's also a stupid name, I'm realizing right now.
Worse than Panther Jack?
It's better than Panther Jack, so we'll stick with it.
How about Pepper Jack?
Pepper Jack.
What about Puma Jack?
Puma Jack. Pepper Jack, Pepper Puma Jack. Anyway, you recognize underneath all of this
Pepper Jack.
fragments of an old park ranger uniform underneath the branches and furs.
Like, you're a ranger, man.
Oh, I used to be. Too much bureaucracy. Too much of the government. Don't know why I said it that way. Should have tried this voice out earlier.
I personally love it.
Yeah.
I like that you went with your heart, man.
Thank you.
Is the police officer still here, and is he offended about the bureaucracy?
The police
government thing?
officer. He must have left. Yep, he's gone.
All right.
He had sheriff things to do.
Get her done.
You're done.
Call you a tow truck later.
Yeah, I used to work in the parks, but I too much bureaucracy in the government. So I quit. Now I patrol these woods as a free agent.
But you did that before.
Yes, but now I don't get paid.
Or have to follow any
Still wearing the
rules.
uniform.
In hindsight, it was not my best life choice. But I get all that I can eat from the berries that I pick myself.
Well, I would expect nothing less of a man named Cougar Jack.
Yep. Cougars are well known for their herbivore tendencies.
That's right.
No notes.
No,
I don't know,
And at
Scoob,
that-
something seems fishy.
At that, Jack leaves.
Fishy, maybe, in fact.
he just announced it and then left.
Yep, he dropped some plot points that you probably missed, and then he left.
Well, now we know that there's a real creature out there
With glowing red eyes.
with glowing red eyes. This calls for one thing and one thing only.
Getting the heck out of Dodge.
Splitting up the party.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I think half of us should go explore the caves, and the other half should find out what this monster is.
Which one has a kitchen involved?
What if the monster is in the caves?
Well, we're
That
not going
would
to the
be
caves. Scoop and I
silly.
will check the other thing.
To say that we know who will be assigned to go to the caves by Fred.
We're just, we feel like that's a better choice for us. I mean, caves, we can't see in the dark. We don't have your eyesight.
Doesn't a dog
Which
have
is-
better dark vision?
No, they see worse than people. Right, Scoob?
What?
Well, I'm sorry to say, Daphne, that I guess our spelunking time will have to come at another date.
So we're not the ones spelunking?
Well, I mean,
You're going in the caves, right?
we're going in the
Because of your far better eyesight and decision-making skills.
and my hair glows in the dark. It'll give us light.
And
And me
probably
and
your
Scoob
teeth
and
as well.
Scruff will,
And probably my teeth
we'll,
as well.
Yeah.
We'll go find the kitchens.
No,
As
the
You'll go find the
monster.
monster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely. We're gonna find that. We're gonna hunt him down, and we're gonna come and tell you.
In the caves.
Wait, what?
Scruffy, as this is going on, you notice another vehicle pull into the parking lot. It is yet another dark red SUV.
Are they a fleet?
I will go lift my leg on its tire.
Oddly enough, that was a good choice. A woman emerges from the vehicle. She's dressed in fashionable dark clothing, wearing designer sunglasses and a large red hat.
Where in the world is
You all,
San Diego?
you all need to get off of my property. This
Oh.
belongs to me, and you do not belong here.
I thought it belonged to Dot.
Oh, that's what she thinks.
I think you might have something in your throat.
I
Cuteness.
think you might have something in your, I don't know, beard or
Oh, I
hair.
do. Yeah, it's
That was a
a
snapback.
sandwich.
I'm going cute mode.
Oh, cute mode. Oh.
Yeah.
She immediately calms down.
Yeah. I go
But-
jump up in her arms.
Oh,
Wow.
an oddly beautiful baby you have.
We think it's supposed to be a dog that plays drums.
Fantastic. Well, still, you all can't be here. This is my property, after all. And she pulls out with her third hand a map that has written on it Sam Kestel listed as a claim holder. She says, I am the descendant of Sam Kestel. Maybe you've heard of him.
Nope.
All of this land belongs to the Kestel family. Everyone give me, if you have it, give me a history or a politics or a local or business or even an etiquette check, anything that might involve highfalutin.
How about reading?
Some
Reading?
highfalutin, huh?
I'm eating a Scooby snack and then I succeed.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to bother.
If you succeed, you know that Kessel Investments is a well-known developer in the area with a reputation for exploiting people and the environment.
Political science?
Sure.
Okay, then I succeed.
Police
Then
science?
They influence a lot of politicians, so yes, you are aware of that. What was it?
Can I use ventriloquism?
Not like voting.
That was an in-joke, but it was still funny. Yeah. What were you using, Fred?
Police science?
What?
Police science?
Police science?
No, I'm just going to say no.
No, we're not going to, yeah. But those of you who know, you know that the Kessel Investments is a well-known developer in the area with a reputation for exploiting people and the environment.
They're kind of gross.
Thank you
Even
for
though
that
her
rundown.
glasses are
I
amazing.
have to. I feel it.
Sam was my great-grandfather. No, two greats. He was my, I get confused. I had my injections earlier, and now my brain isn't quite working. Anyway.
I'm going to
I
sniff
feel
around in her.
obligated to ask, why are you interested in the property now and you weren't before?
Well, let me exposition you.
Ooh.
Sam was Brittany's great-great-grandfather. This is Brittany Kestel, by the way. I don't think I introduced her. Did I?
We knew she
We
was
could check the
We
tape.
knew she was either a Brittany or an Ashley.
I went back and forth.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can see earlier edits where she was an Ashley. Sam was Brittany's great-great-grandfather, was a cook for a lumber company, but discovered gold while searching for ingredients one day and hustled to claim all the land in the area. Don't get any funny ideas about taking it all for yourselves. My great-great-grandfather's best friend tried to double-cross him, got lost in the mines, and died. Now he's like a zombie who's cursed to haunt the mine forever.
Zombies?
Zombies don't haunt.
Well, it's a good thing we're not checking the cave.
I didn't
right,
write
Scoob?
the book, okay? I'm just saying, James
Zombies-
Kelsey, thank you. A little bit of a hack sometimes.
I mean,
I jump out of her
No,
arms.
Chris, you're a little bit of a hack all the time.
All right. I want a Scooby snack.
Oh, you,
So she says this to you, and then she leaves.
how dare you be here? I'm out.
NPCs in this world are just a little bit untrustworthy like that. So she comes, she drops plot points that everyone missed again, and she leaves. It's all good.
There was a great something grandpa.
Who made the Kessel Run?
And then.
I got it.
And then there was bad environmentalism and sassy pants California girl acting.
I mean, my best.
And there
at
might
Thursday
be
at
gold
4.
in them there
there's
hills.
Gold and a zombie who's haunting.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
also another monster too.
So
her
zombie
great
and monster?
grandfather's
Well, we don't know.
partner.
Zombie.
And no one has bought the land since.
No, because
What about Dot?
children's book.
I think we can all agree that the monster and the zombie are probably the same creature and that there's no such thing as zombies.
Well, then I guess we don't have anything to do but have a snack while you guys check the caves, right?
What else did you buy while you were getting ready for the show that I don't know about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you all check in with Dot. She lets you know which campsite is yours. You hike off into the woods with your equipment. The mystery machine arrives. What's more convenient for me? Arrives after you leave.
Oh.
So we wouldn't even need to know about that.
No. So let's back up. Let's rewind that a moment.
Who's driving my baby?
So you grab your supplies. No, you need the supplies from the van. That doesn't
Thought
make any
somebody was
sense.
touching
Let's
the
go back. Mystery machine's there. Justin doubt it. It's real now.
Wait, what?
It's been there the whole time, man. It's fine.
Yep. Turns out that Fred's ability to break the mystery machine was just as limited as his personality. I love Helen. Fred is. Anyway.
I thank the tow truck driver very nicely.
There you go. So you all
How
retrieve.
nicely.
Nicely enough that we didn't have to pay for the tow.
Oh, that's okay then.
Did you give him my gummy bears?
Oh, shoot, were those yours?
What was so special about those gummy bears? I'll get you some more.
Oh, no, not in this state you won't.
An hour later, the tow truck driver's like, whoa.
Sorry.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
So the equipment, you get it out of the van and you go camping or go hiking off to your campsite. Did you just drop your mic too? I just dropped mine.
Oh, twinsies.
I bet they love that.
I know. Sorry, crew. I like that they didn't even look at me for that. They're leaving soon.
Counting down.
Yes, so
That
you
15
take your equipment and you head off to your campsite, getting yourself all set up. You do it uneventfully, although pondering all the things that have been dropped on you today about gold mines and zombies and red-eyed creatures that may or may not be zombies and great-grandfathers stealing land, and we could talk about colonialism. Let's leave that aside. Anyway, all these sorts of things are going on. And yeah, you now have time to just kind of enjoy being at the
That sounds
campsite
amazing.
for a bit.
Is there a pool or a place to take a dip? Because I can do swimming and surfing.
Oddly enough, in the great outdoors, there is a lake. The pool, unfortunately, is closed for maintenance.
I understand. It's far away.
It's like the ice cream machine at McDonald's.
Yep. Yep.
Daphne, I'll go with you while you swim.
Okay.
I'll keep watch.
Are you sure you don't need more eyes?
I think this is a girl date.
Oh.
Okay, we could call it a girl trip.
Whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I'm gonna go sun myself and swim in the lake
I'm
while
gonna
looking for zombies.
go for a walk for no reason.
Yeah, us too. Where's the mess hall? Like, is there a cafe nearby or perhaps a bistro?
Starbucks.
I'm gonna use. Can I use my sixth sense to determine if there's any food or beverage in the area.
Yes,
Aside-
the stuff that you brought.
Aside from what we brought.
Right.
You're going camping. You
I think
brought
we all know that
food.
stuff is gone, right?
What, they might find berries.
And we gotta find something to eat. We're gonna starve.
So hungry.
I didn't see that you. That was commitment right there. I really enjoyed that. That was good. As it turns out, you ate a lot of the food, yes. However, in a moment of insight, Fred, Velma packed a lot of extra food. Packed a lot of extra food in an
And then
airtight
I got
container
rid of
that
it,
you were
so
not
I could
aware
make
of,
room for Rose.
and so that airtight container you couldn't smell, and as a result, she was able to get food to the campsite. So now you're all set to set up your campground with your tent and your campfire, and there's no burn ban, and because there's no drought in this world apparently.
No, there's a lake right there.
You think they deliver Chinese food out here?
Yes. You pull out your phone, you open the app, you place in an order. I'm not doing the voice, and you get a bunch of food from a local Chinese restaurant. It is authentic. It's delicious. I need a drink.
While Daphne is swimming, I
Here you
would
go,
like
buddy.
to investigate the surrounding area.
I'm afraid of what might be in that.
You're right. How about a Red Bull?
Also not sponsoring in no way, shape, or form. We implying ownership of the Red Bull.
They paid me $1,000 for that.
No.
Not. Yes, we're good.
Oh, while Daphne is swimming, I will do some looking around the area of the lake to see if there are any caves or sinkholes or any footprints.
So you're not looking. So you legit are like exploring, investigating. You're not like secretly scoping out anyone.
I think me
I'm
and
a woman of many talents.
Way to multitask. I like it. Okay.
I'm also going to look for like underwater caves.
Scoob, Scruffy, where's the least likely place that a zombie is gonna go?
Up a tree?
Up a tree. I love it.
You are a genius.
So Fred, Velma, and Daphne, as you're out exploring the lake, enjoying the weather, sunning yourself, swimming, enjoying people sunning themselves and swimming, looking for evidence of the zombie or the creature with the red eyes, all of that, Scruffy and Scooby and Shaggy reposition strategically some of the tents into the trees.
I'm going to add a little cutscene from a little earlier where Fred set up the tents, which basically meant throwing them out. They set themselves up and went,
Yep.
job well done.
There's no way a zombie's getting up this tree, guys. They would be barking up the wrong tree.
What a staggering joke.
You just don't get it, Fred, because you're an idiot.
He's just Fred.
I was just kidding. Don't cry about it. I was joking.
I never cry.
I didn't think you were.
I love it. Fred's like, not the original, but basically a walking Ken doll.
You want to go flex next to each other in the mirror?
More than anything in the world.
I promise you'll feel better afterwards.
I sure will.
So after having a fun-filled afternoon, relaxing and
tickles.
thinking about mysteries and how to solve them or how to hide from zombies in a tree.
This is the best plan we have ever come up with.
You settle in for a long night's sleep.
Can I pull like just an extending rod that I could cook marshmallows on from the top of it?
We gotta have a campfire down below on the ground. We're not morons.
Why are you even asking, can I? Of course you can.
So I need to pull out this extending rod.
Yes, and it just keeps extending. It's kind of like one of those instant pocket fisherman kind of things.
And then when it gets there, it flings out into like a fork, so that I could put hot dogs and probably a fish and some marshmallows and
S'mores.
And some, a piece of pizza on the other one. Just
I like, and I reach into a tree and grab like a handful of acorns and start roasting those over the fire to put on whatever we're eating.
You know, that's a pretty neat contraption. I bet I could rig up a way, though, where I could put a fire on top of the platform and bring it up to you, and you could roast your thing, and then I bring it back down.
Yeah,
I
put a
love
flat.
this idea. I'm just not sure it's going to be safe.
Oh, leave
Why
that
did you
to
have
me.
to say that, Daphne? Now he's gonna make it for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and go gadget that
Lord.
It's a good thing he's super
fire contraption.
super
This
sexy.
was the
when-
day the forest burnt down.
That's probably why they didn't want.
No, I'm using fireproof matches.
Okay, wait, what?
I am so glad we got him those.
Is that like the opposite of those birthday candles that you can't blow out all the time?
I think you're thinking about it too hard.
So Fred prepares very studiously this crafted, this beautifully put together campfire and a platform to raise it into the trees and get everything all set, and pulled out his fireproof matches, and as he first, swipes it once, throws it into the campfire, and right then Velma, with just a look of utter, not quite hatred, but just like, on her face, pulls out a flashlight with a red lens and flashes it on and off on the campfire.
Like I said, perfect. Yup.
Fred goes back to the mystery machine to flex in front of the mirrors, none the wiser.
And they said it couldn't be done.
I asked them all to do this with me.
On
Time
purpose.
passes. It's later that night. It's later that night,
Oh, we're snoring rhythmically but comically.
and there's a feather that's like
Yeah, that
going up.
we're passing it back and forth.
The camera temporarily pans over to Scruffy, who has chicken bones stepping out of his mouth, and that's where the feather came from.
That's cute.
Is it?
I thought the feather came from the pillow fight that the girls probably
I
had.
didn't think about that. It's too late.
Well, now that's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, sorry, that was just in my dreams. Okay.
So you all have nodded off, and things are going great. Scooby,
we're good.
give me a perception check.
He's asleep.
But I have to
You'll
make this
understand.
You
This-
have
this-
dogs. They wake up
This
all the
is
time.
not about anything other than just a straight perception check.
fail.
Okay, never
You
mind.
want to
wanna
succeed
eat
it.
Would you even fail?
You want
would you
to-
fail for a Scooby snack?
Would you fail for a Scooby snack?
Here you go, buddy.
What?
Scooby, you snap awake, realizing that your bladder is full. That's why you didn't want to fail that check. It's dark outside,
And I'm in a tree.
and you're in a tree.
And you don't have thumbs.
I don't.
Well, when it's convenient, you do. It'd be very inconvenient to not have thumbs in a tree.
But it would be funny.
It would be funny. It would get you out very quickly. You have some options.
For example, you're already in a tree.
It's true, but you're also in a tent with your friends, and you don't want to, it's just poor etiquette. So you figure to go off into the woods, and
Oh,
because it is dark and scary, you can bring one other member of the party with you for protection.
can you use the device that you use to get the food and like put it down on the ground and you like tightrope walk down it to get out of the tree?
Yes.
Who would you like to take with you?
I mean, the choice is obvious. Okay.
What?
Rafney.
Rafty?
Wait. Oh, Raffy. Scooby-Doo speaks with the R's. I'm like,
Yep.
for a split second, I'm like, how does he not know the name of that character? Like, dude.
Sounds like you're rhinily writing to Reddit.
I gotta be honest, I didn't see that coming, but sure. So you decide to go on down the.
Wait, he has to wake me up.
You're on the ground in a different tent.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to sleep in the tree?
No,
That's how you sleep in the tree.
I don't want to sleep in the tree.
Daphne.
Yes, is it morning?
Raph.
What do you need, Scoob? Oh, do you have to go to the bathroom?
You scratch at the door.
And you need me to go with you? Yeah. Well, let me put on my very fancy fur mink robe that I brought with me camping, and then I'll come with you.
Rest.
I'm wrapped in a very purple, floofy, little minky robe looking thing. It has like feathers.
We're all picturing it.
Okay. But I'm fully covered.
The two of you go out into the forest. I don't know why that made me laugh, but
I also have fluffy slippers.
of course you do.
I pull my fluffy slippers as well.
She also,
That makes sense.
she also has live, laugh,
Can yours
love
be
on her wall.
bunnies?
So
Yes.
Bunny slippers?
little bunny
I have
slippers.
fluffies, you have bunnies.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the two of you walk out into the forest, and you make sure you get far enough away from the campsite that you feel that you are being a good steward of what you're about to do. And just then, I need you both. Well, you don't actually have to give me a check because I'm just going to say that you succeed. You hear loud rustling noises in the bushes next to you.
I'm behind Daphne.
Don't worry, Scoob.
Had Scoob started peeing yet?
No,
Okay.
although probably about to.
I guess if you want protection in the middle of the night, there's nobody better to take than the perpetual kidnap victim.
Bot block.
I like your style. That's my dog.
Don't worry, Scoob. I
There's
got this.
the rustling in the brush.
I am going to kind of guard Scooby
Peek over the shoulder.
and contrive my best, like, karate stance and stare into the bush, like, menacingly.
A pair of yellow eyes look out at you from the bushes. And then it's a deer that just jumps out.
Aww.
You're good, Scoob.
And then right then behind it, there's a zombie.
I peek.
It appears to be 7 feet tall. Scooby no longer needs to use the bathroom. With red glowing eyes, gaunt green skin that hangs from its face and outstretched arms reaching for your brains.
You really need some moisturizer.
And a chase scene ensues.
Oh, we're not going to fight, Scoob. Let's run.
I'm going to high jump away, apparently. I have fear-induced speed enhancements.
Oh,
of all
your
kinds.
legs go like this,
Yeah.
and then you.
You can hop right back up to the tent.
Yeah.
Oh, you're off far from the tent,
okay.
and you've become discombobulated in the darkness and don't know which way to go. So you're gonna run away from the campground because that's more convenient for me.
As I run, I scream, Fred!
Fred, you failed the check.
Then I scream,
I'm
Velma!
cuddling my blankie too hard and I don't hear it.
5 more minutes, Mom.
I will yell at Velma as well.
Velma, you failed the check.
Oh.
Rolled my tail, Raph.
Yes.
Hold your tail while we run?
Yeah.
All right.
The two of you go dashing off into the forest, leaping and bounding and crashing and all of this stuff. There's not a lot of hijinks. This is more just of a straight run away from the scary, scary monster.
Can we run behind the trees like multiple times and then somehow end up like passing
Absolutely.
each other?
Yes.
Cool.
There's the scene where there are 3 trees and each one of you is hiding behind a tree, including the zombie for reasons that make absolutely no sense. And you start hopping from one to the other, back and forth, in no perceived order that makes any sense.
Until you're all 3 hiding behind the scenes.
Exactly, and you look out, then you look up, you look down, and they're like, oh, and then you run away, and there's all of that.
I live for this stuff, man.
Yep, exactly. There's a random cut scene to like Frank Sinatra asleep in his tent as you run by him. Doesn't wake him up because he's drunk and out
It's Don
cold.
Knotts.
Yes, it's TV's Don Knotts.
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Don Knotts is looking for his career. He's very confused. I'm kidding. I love Don Knotts.
He was working a lot back then. It's
He
okay.
was. He was good.
It's Sonny and Cher. Nothing bad will ever happen to them.
America's couple. Yeah, so anyway, Apple Dumpling Gang, that's what Don Knotts was in. Remember those?
Yeah, of course I do.
The sequel was not that. Anyway, I'm off topic. They're running back. They're seeing 70s celebrities. All this stuff is going on. And then we cut to the next day. Back at the campsite.
Well, good morning, everyone. Daphne, I had a great dream about an awesome trap that I would love to talk to you about. Daphne? I assume.
Daphne's not there?
Why would she leave me like
Like, hey, Scoob, could you mind
alone in the woods?
fetching my slipper from over there, bud? Scoob? Scoob? Scruffy, did you eat my dog?
I'm sniffing all over the place. Can I track him?
Funny you should say that. Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll track him.
Can you please
Scruffy,
give
if
me...
you know who Scoob is, find Scoob.
Scruffy, give me an investigate or a tracking check. I think you have wilderness tracking on there.
I do. Oh, I'm really good at it.
You're very good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Watch him roll box
Yeah,
scars.
yeah. Made it by half.
Oh, perfect. So the other four of you, realizing that your companions have disappeared, you set out to find them, which was a good thing to do.
Good idea, Fred.
Yep.
Oh, if you don't do that, he gets sad.
How did you come up with this idea of find the people we love? Such a genius, Fred, such a genius. Scruffy, you track Scooby and Daphne on their trek away from the campsite. The trail goes on and on for like a mile. It's clear as you're following it that at times they have been cutting through brush and doing things. You get to this spot with these trees, and it seems like they did a weird dance going from tree to tree, back and forth. It's very
That
confusing.
seems like a good place for a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's stop and have some lunch.
That's probably what happened. And so then you get a little bit further past that, and then the trail, it's too jumbled. It's too jumbled up because of all the cutting back and forth.
Let me try to do my track roll.
Okay.
I'm using sports track. I made it.
I'm gonna.
Shaggy rips off some tearaway pants, revealing teeny tiny 70s style shorts on these skinny little pasty legs.
Tube socks, y'all.
Pulls off his shirt to reveal a singlet.
Okay, yeah, why not?
I don't know. I couldn't remember the word for tank top.
I think that's it.
You're wearing a tank top and short shorts, track shoes. So you tear off in a very quick direction before realizing that you don't know where you're going because different track.
Right.
Since the tracks are all messed up, I'd like to pull out my magnifying glass and do that thing where I bend over and get really close to the ground in the magnifying glass.
You come to the conclusion after doing this, Velma, that there are two possible routes that they might have taken.
There are two possible routes that they might have taken.
We should split the party.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Which track looks most likely like Velma would? Velma?
That's
Daphne?
it, everybody.
Wait, guys, I don't know about this. I don't really like splitting up without Scooby Doo.
No, this is good. It's time that we had a three-way split.
I have an idea. Can I try my idea?
Maybe. Go for it. What is it?
All right. There's two directions he could have gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fred,
Yup.
he went that way. And I spend my Scooby
Sounds
snack
right.
to go. He went that way. It convinces any pursuing opponent to temporarily chase off in the wrong direction.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm coming, Daphne!
I mean, this is still a
and I run
game,
into
isn't
the
it?
woods.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. So, Fred, who's going with you?
So yeah, Fred, which way do you think they went?
Directly into the bushes.
Okay.
Screaming, Daphne, I'm coming.
Which of the two paths?
I'm just gonna arbitrarily say, Scruffy, you decide to go with Fred.
I figured out what you said. Yeah, you did.
I was.
Right into the bush.
Screaming, Daphne, I'm coming.
Oh no! I heard it all. I was gonna just let you let it slide. And
Fred is really agitated today.
really just stuck that one in there, didn't you?
You know, I know how to slide it in, yeah.
Don't worry, it won't last long.
I did. No.
Is there a way I can just pull out now?
Well, I was going to say that Fred seemed a little put out by that whole conversation. But okay, so Fred, you and Scruffy are going to head off in the direction that Shaggy just pointed. Velma, you and Shags are going to head off in the other direction.
Excellent.
So to figure out, well, you actually just decided their direction was wrong, so I don't have to decide that part.
Wait, that means I'm going the right way?
Yep. You,
Oh, son of a...
You used it. You outsmarted yourself. Didn't you there, big guy?
Did I? I'm taking Velma. Even though it wasn't my choice, I have the best chance of getting out of this.
That's true. That's true. Scooby and Daphne, you were wandering. You were hungry. You were tired. You were cold. You were wet.
Did it rain?
You fell into the lake.
What? When?
During the chase scene when I forgot to tell you that you fell in the lake.
Oh.
But you did. I told you eventually. It's all good. It's good to let you know that why. Never mind. Let's not finish that sentence.
It's always good when a man tells you no.
Yep. I'm just gonna. There's some more loud rustling. I speak
You need
professionally.
a sip of that water.
I forgot where my tongue was for a moment. And I just realized that sentence also is.
In your mouth.
Case solved.
Was it also in the bushes?
That was quick. Anywho, there's loud rustling noises next to you, Scooby and Daphne, crunching in the bushes. Let's call it brush. Crunching in the brush. What do you do?
What? Oh, I look for berries.
No, we're captured.
Oh.
Got captured.
You're still looking for berries.
You got away from the zombie.
Oh, I thought we were
Oh, I
like...
didn't explain that. As you're running from the zombie, you fell in the lake, got washed downstream because the lake was attached to a river, and now you're fine.
What?
Except that you're cold and wet and lost. And hungry.
Looking for
I guess
berries.
it would have been important to tell you all of that earlier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Scoob.
Scooby Doo, where are you?
Are you
It's a fan.
That's a fan?
It's a fan.
Yeah, it's a fan. So I'm blowing the smell of the food so we can follow the
Oh,
scent trail.
I thought those were like headphones. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
What is this, 2004? I mean, those would have been pretty dope, though.
Those are nice headphones.
Scoop.
Anyway, yeah.
Scoop.
I'm wafting the smell of my
Use-
chocolate chip cookie pizza
Okay.
Use your
out
nose.
into the...
Scoop. Use your nose and find Shaggy.
There's wrestling in the brush next to you.
Again?
Do you remember that part?
No. Why didn't even know we were
I do. I remember.
in the
Thank you.
lake?
I'm too wet to understand
We
wrestling.
don't understand wrestling.
Are you sure they weren't my potato chips?
It's a family of squirrels. You're fine. It would have been funny. Ish.
Squirrels.
Now can he use his nose? Please?
Wait, it was a family of
Put
squirrels?
my nose into the dirt.
Yes, as you pop your nose out, you smell wafting in your direction chocolate chip cookies. And soon afterwards, your friends Shaggy and Velma come out of the forest. I'm going to say forest. It's not a very long word. It's fine. We're just going to call it a forest from here on out.
Where's Fred?
They went the
Deep
other
in the
way.
woods.
Dang it, Fred.
Oh, Scooby-Doo. I thought I'd lost you, buddy. It's a good thing I saved this cookie for myself, because I I'm just kidding, Scoob. There you go.
Just as a little reminder, nobody knows why Daphne and Scooby were gone. So you might want to explain that.
Oh.
Oh, I assumed they got captured by the zombie.
We ran away from something that was very scary, huh, Scoob?
Yeah.
What did it look like?
A zombie.
Shaggy asked, using his ventriloquism. See, it worked. Ventriloquism.
Oh, yeah, I guess. What did it look like? I'm curious about that.
It had yellow eyes.
Uh-huh.
Red eyes.
No, somebody said yellow eyes.
That was the deer.
That
That was
the
the
deer.
deer.
It had red eyes, and it needed moisturizer.
Rompy.
And it was also very tall,
It was also 7 feet tall.
Shaggy said through Daphne via the GM. Ventriloquism works like that.
Here's what rubs me the wrong way about that. If it's really the dead partner of the lady's great-great-great-grandfather, that puts him dying somewhere in the late 1890s, and nobody was that tall.
Because they didn't have enough calcium or nutrition, and then they were short. That's why all the houses back then had shorter ceilings, because everybody was short.
Rot holes.
How did the two of you, of all available characters, deduce that? I mean, you're right. You're both right.
I have burglary.
And I have the push the plot when stuck. Shaggy can call for a plot.
And I have burglary, breaking and entering, so I'm used to measuring houses.
I like it.
And I probably would have come up with
And
it,
I
but
have
I'm too busy in the
ventriloquism,
bushes.
What?
And I have ventriloquism.
I like it. We've got it's good. It's good.
Hey,
See,
Daphne,
I just said that.
Yeah?
Daphne and Scoob, can you take us to where you saw the zombie? I'd like to investigate the area.
I'm pretty sure Scoob had an accident back there, so we could just sniff our way. He could sniff his way back to it.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
You gotta go find your pee for a piece of candy? Come on.
Would you
I'll
do
do
it
it for two
double,
Scooby snacks.
double Scoobs.
2 Scooby snacks?
Rah!
3.
3.
He already
Fred's not there. I want to point this out. Fred and
I just wanted to throw something again.
Sorry, Scoob, I caught this one.
Okay.
It's all right, Scoob. Here you go.
As you are walking along, Velma,
Yeah,
give me a forensics check or something similar.
you got it. I succeed by 1.
You notice and pick up a small red LED attached to a battery and tiny clip.
I want to sniff it and lick it and listen to it. I want to do all the things.
What? Where?
Why did that sound like a Cardi B song?
And lick it and do all the things.
Sniff it and lick it and do all the things. I'm gonna sniff it and lick it and do all the things.
Oh dear. Okay.
Sniff it,
Okay. Okay.
lick it, and do all the things.
Wow.
This is a kid's cartoon.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Once again,
sorry.
you asked us to do this.
True. It's true.
You know who we are.
As you were all walking, or the four of you, excuse me, are going trying to find back to where Scooby and Daphne ran into the zombie. I need you to each of you roll 2 dice and tell me your total.
That's scary.
Any,
all the rolls?
Can I just do it for fun?
now here's a dumb question.
If you want to, yeah.
Any 2 dice?
2 6-sided die, please.
Fine.
2.
8.
4.
7.
Okay, 2, 8, 4, 7. That actually works pretty well. Velma, you, as the group is, going back, you get distracted again by your magnifying glass and watching a little trail, and the little lines that you're following, the little cartoon dash lines.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently I just decided that this is also Family Circus. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I'm with you.
It veers you off into the brush.
Oh, I thought
And
that was funny.
and the rest of you hear a scream and silence.
That's never good, guys.
And then I need you to give me the other three of you. You need to roll 2d6. And this is a keep your shiz together check.
Can you voluntarily fail that one?
Oh, you're going to fail anyway.
Oh.
So the three of you take off running at this. And we hop back over to Fred and to Scruffy.
I'm all alone. There's no one here. My friends have all gone. There's no one to ride me.
This is the saddest look at me senpai I've ever seen.
God, I wish I had friends.
So as the two of you are wandering through the forest with Fred troubadouring ahead, you notice a well-camouflaged campsite amid the trees. As you get closer, you hear mumbling from inside it.
I don't notice. I have my head down like this.
Oh, but that's true. Fred, in that case, give me some sort of perception check.
Visual?
Yes.
Good thing it was visual. We're good.
You notice some familiar-looking furs and other clothing hanging over a branch in the sun.
Are they purple? Because then they would be Daphne's.
Not that familiar.
No, she was wearing a full robe earlier.
I probably still am.
Not that familiar. Good catch. I didn't think about that. I thought we were going somewhere else. I just assumed. I've known you for a while. I've just assumed.
If one of us is going to go dirty first, it's always you.
No, it's Cougar Jack's home.
Okay, that doesn't mean Daphne's not there.
Also known
Wait, no,
as
Daphne's
the
mom
Cougar
might
Shack.
be there.
Cougar Jack emerges from the tent. Yes.
He's not naked?
He is not naked. Although I did say earlier that sometimes he goes around. Yeah, sure, he's naked. Cougar Jack comes out of the tent, sees the two of you, and says, "Up." Begins to get himself dressed.
But he's got like a barrel around his midsection.
My goodness, what
He
an
doesn't sleep
impressive
in a
amount
barrel.
of wood you have there.
It's a kid's show.
In a barrel
You can't see
around
it.
your waist.
There are strategically placed,
Branches?
branches.
Okay.
Very short branches. They're twigs, really. Anyway,
Poor Cougar Jack.
that's why Cougar Jack's alone in the forest. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
I knew you would be sympathetic. I thought I'd get. Oh man, I never misjudge the crowd. They'll turn on you.
Sitting alone, naked in his cougar shack.
Just
Cougar
waiting
Jack,
for a handsome
baby
young
Cougar.
swank to walk by, I assume.
He comes out, begins to speak to you. As this conversation with Cougar Jack is happening, there's loud rustling noises yet again, crunching in the brush. Something's getting closer. And Scooby, Shaggy, and Velma.
I went off the other way.
Right.
Yeah, me.
No, but you disappeared.
Oh no, Velma disappeared.
You've disappeared.
I
I'm
disappeared.
sorry. That's right. How could I get the two of you mixed up?
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
sorry. Daphne, Scooby, and Shaggy come bursting out of the forest, reunited with Fred and
Hey,
Scruffy
we know you.
Daphne!
and Cougar Jack.
Shaggy!
I think we were looking for him, right?
Naked!
Huh.
Wang!
Oh yeah, we were just having some healthy outdoor man time.
We're so sorry. We can go.
I go over by my friend, Scooby.
Yeah, come on, Scruffy. Let's go get a hot dog. I guess.
Yeah.
In the midst of this,
No?
in the midst
root
of
sandwich.
all of this,
Cocktail wiener.
one of the three of you tells Fred and Scruffy about Velma's disappearance
We lost Velma.
and the screaming.
Oh, and there was a big scream.
Wait, Velma's gone?
And then the silence that came immediately afterward
And there was silence.
that seemed to echo.
It echoed. The silence echoed?
Echoed.
The screaming echoed into silence.
Okay, that
Silence.
makes more sense.
That sounds like a Depeche Mode song.
Oh no. Well, it's a good
Cougar-
thing I'm here now. I can help you find her.
Cougar Jack says, sounds to me like they fell in a sinkhole. And he goes into his tent to fetch a long rope. Everybody who is there,
What do you know about this zombie?
give me a perception check.
Put Rose on.
Oh, I did it.
Oh,
Double onesies.
If you succeeded, you notice as Cougar Jack, he's gotten dressed. Let's just clarify all of this. So he goes into the tent. You notice a flashlight with a red LED bulb attached to his hip as he goes inside.
Uh-oh.
And then he comes back out with the large rope.
hey, if I know anything about those, they make fire. That could be dangerous here in the woods.
No, I just use it to move around in the dark without upsetting the wildlife. Many of them can't see that specific wavelength.
Oh, fancy. Don't you have a lens like that on your light?
If Velma was here, she could have told you that.
Neat.
Oh, well, let's ignore that.
That was out of character, sorry. So he's offered up a rope and to help you go find your missing friend who he thinks has fallen into a sinkhole.
Well, what if she got eaten by, I can't even say it. Zombie, got it.
No, I thought you were going to say ZZ Top.
I thought he was going to say Zamboni.
I feel like a Gibbons would have been scarier than a zombie.
A who?
I didn't either.
Okay.
Gibbons brothers played for ZZ Top. You
Oh, right, okay.
Wow.
schmucks.
I know ZZ Top because of Back to the Future.
3.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that's how I know him too.
Anywho, so you all go meandering back to where the others disappeared. Or excuse me, where Daphne
Where we
disappeared.
heard the scream?
No, where Velma disappeared.
That's who's gone.
Velma disappeared. The problem is that the two characters are dressed so similarly, it's hard for me. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, you go meandering back. It takes you quite a while to move in that direction. Jack eventually gets tired of the process, hands off the rope to one of you, departs back to his tent. Everyone who is
I'll take it.
searching, what?
I'll take the rope.
The rope? Oh, here you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Everyone who is searching for Velma,
Did he
give
eat
me a
the rope?
perception check.
Wait, Velma's gone?
Ooh, I did not
I'm
succeed.
eating a Scooby snack and I succeeded.
There you go.
4. Yes,
succeed.
Yeah, I wouldn't succeed if I ate a Scooby snack.
Those of you who succeed,
Oh, then I actually succeeded.
that's true because of the failure, yes.
Because he failed, yeah.
You discover a sinkhole in the bush.
Tell me that's the one that went in.
Fred, there's a hole in the bush.
Well, there's only one thing to do. I'm gonna leap into the hole in the.
Fred-
All right, Scoob, I admit it. I owe you $5.
Fred grabs hold of the rope and
Wait, did I bring any protective gear with me?
I just don't feel like Fred would think that far ahead.
Yeah, Fred.
Oh, that's
live
right,
in the
because
moment,
Scruffy
bud.
has the rope. Damn
Right.
it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you grab the rope from Scruffy, leap into the hole. Scruffy, you use your strength to keep it from.
Yeah, no, I go with it.
Why didn't he wait for you to tie it off?
And I yell, Velma, I'm coming!
No, thank you.
No
I'm not
sooner.
there yet.
So Fred leaps into the hole, and no sooner has the rope gone taut than it breaks. And Fred tumbles down.
You know, I always thought it would happen pretty close to like that.
Fred, you're fine when you land, just so that you know.
Oh, what a tragedy for everyone here. I'm fine!
Oh, good.
The rest of you are trying to figure out what to do now that Fred has fallen into this hole. When everyone give me another perception check.
So I wasn't able to keep a hold of the rope?
Well, you had Fred, but then the rope broke.
Oh, the rope.
Am I also rolling a perception check?
No, the other 4 are.
That's
You
the
are
fourth
about to be
pin.
plot railroaded.
That's my 4th 10 in a row.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rough. That's rough. I like that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Scooby Shaggy, somehow in the midst of all this, you two notice tire tracks nearby.
Rex.
And given no other option, and with 30 minutes left to go, just being mindful of time,
You told us.
decide to follow the tracks.
I bet you another $5 these lead to a red SUV.
It does, in fact, lead to a dark red SUV.
Pay up,
parked,
Scoob. I know you got it. I just
parked
paid.
outside of a cave entrance. And just in case anyone gets confused, you had to wander around and look down in that cave.
So you circled the entrance?
Huh? What?
Nothing.
Everyone who's at the car, which I think would be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I'm just like aghast that Fred's still down the hole.
Hey, is there any food in the car?
There's not food, but you see inside an old map.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna get them. Gosh, we're looking for who again?
Velma
and Fred.
Velma and Fred, the
You've gone
two
with
people
them.
that do
I
all
need
the
you to go
things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
That's bad.
if they were here,
Yeah.
what would they do?
I think we all have just like really dumb looks in our eyes.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, I think we should.
So you
look at
open the
map.
door and you pull, because it's unlocked, apparently.
I'm gonna remove one of the battery cables.
Cut the brake line.
Shaggy, what are you
mean-
doing?
Well, it's not too bad. You didn't cut the brake line.
Well, what if we're in there and they decide to leave? Now they have to wait for us. So
I
go with
like it. I like it.
Because I'm not walking all the way back.
As Shaggy is remembering all of those times in auto shop and taking care of disabling the vehicle,
I made so many pipes, so many things.
Velma and Fred come out of the cave entrance.
Oh, Fred.
And Velma is holding an expensive woman's watch and a sparkling diamond bracelet.
Ooh, where did you get that?
You found them on the ground while leaving the mine.
I found them on the ground while leaving the mine.
I thought it was a gold mine, not a jewelry mine.
It's true.
Come on, Fred.
Was the fancy?
Everyone knows about the fancy Swiss watch mines.
Yes, in the Alps.
Was that fancy lady who was mean to us wearing that bracelet and that watch?
You don't remember? I mean, you seem to remember that she did have a lot of expensive-looking jewelry.
Oh, I know
on her.
exactly. I was looking at all of her expensive stuff. I really liked her Versace
That's
glasses.
true. You would actually know
if they're
what
not
she
hers.
had. She did have. You're not sure if it's exactly the same, but you know she had a very expensive watch.
It was probably her stuff.
That looks like the expensive lady's stuff.
How did
Yes.
you know how much she cost?
Oh, you didn't see the price tag, Fred?
I was just looking at her like ensemble.
Bull.
Yeah, and I saw her clothes.
Right.
Velma,
Yes.
you notice
Yes.
as this is all going on and you're shaking your head about your life choices. Really, why don't I just go off and have my own show on Netflix someday?
I mean, she's basically.
Oh.
What? Is it, I've never seen it. I just don't exist. Does it not? Oh, it's bad?
We're not pretending like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. That was a can of worms I did not mean to kick open. I just saw it existed. I was like, oh, that's a joke that's relevant. Apparently not. I'm back in graduate school, so most of my pop cultural references, and a father, most of them end in 2007. Yeah. Anyway, so you look down and you notice that there are large footprints, big footprints, not Bigfoot, they're not Sasquatch.
How big?
They look like they might have been made by a 7-foot-tall zombie going into the cave.
That we just came out of.
Yes.
So we'll go back in the cave.
Or
That's a lot of back
you
and
could
forth.
push forward the plot and think about a convoluted way
I'll do it.
to trap the zombie.
Oh, trap the zombie.
Well, we know he's got to come back out this way.
Okay,
Right, 'cause all the footprints are just going in, which means it has to come out.
the zombie does seem to be attracted to expensive things like Daphne.
Fi-
Thank
So
you.
I think we
Five
can
more
bait
bucks
this
as they
trap.
decide to build a trap and send us in to lure the zombie out.
I think I'm the bait.
Oh, I was gonna put the bracelet in, but that's even better.
Scruffy,
Thanks,
what do you think
Daph.
of all this?
I don't know. It's very confusing. I'm looking around and,
Come on, buddy.
Okay.
You want to help a friend out and make a trap?
Yeah, okay. Let's make a trap.
Woohoo! See, we mended that friendship.
Can I have that bracelet now, since I'm the bait?
What a
Watch.
great idea.
So we need
And I pull them
unlimited
away
prep,
from
right?
Velma and I give them to
Oh, yeah.
Daphne.
Okay.
I'm wearing all the fancies so that I can be fancy bait.
Okay, so here's the plan. And I do have to eat a Scooby snack to make this happen. It's not just because it's delicious. Okay.
It really is.
So we're gonna put Daphne wearing the expensive watch and the expensive bracelet inside of a, I don't know, kiddie pool. Why not? You said she was wet. I just
have
want to keep
swimming.
continuity.
I mean, I said the pool was down for maintenance earlier, so maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. All right. And then we are going to, yes, send Shaggy and Scoob in to be like, oh no, I think I saw an expensive bracelet over there.
So we think that this is a zombie that likes expensive jewelry, even though it leaves it laying around?
Maybe it
Different
eats
person.
the people in the expensive jewelry.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe it had a costume change.
No, it's definitely a real zombie. I mean, it's 7 feet tall. If I see it, I'm gonna run.
Anyway, there's a very, very complex contraption
Okay,
of
I like it.
ropes and tent poles and a skillet.
Is there going to be like a trap that falls down like Mousetrap right in front of me and the pool before the bad thing gets to me?
Oh, we'll
Absolutely. That's absolutely the way it's going to work.
So I heard we had bait.
That's us.
Okay.
Well, you're the
Scruffy, you coming along?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm waiting for a fight. That's what I'm waiting for a fight.
There you go.
Yeah.
So after discussing it as a
He has
group,
another cousin like that too.
Yeah.
holding together all of the equipment and things that you might need for this adventure.
I think I'm on the wrong show for a lot of violence.
And it's great because it turns out that everything you need, you just happen to have on hand. You get yourself ready and you set yourself up with a.
Why do we carry so many pulleys around?
Who needs this many bowling balls?
You set up. Was it Daphne is going to be wearing a bunch of expensive clothing, and so you've got 2 baits, is what I'm hearing here.
Yeah, they're going to be like this, like.
They're going to be like, look over
I
there.
think Daphne's
Lure.
just gonna get
Okay,
dressed
sure.
up and wait next to the end of the trap.
I'm aware of the clock, so here's what's going to happen. Shaggy, Scooby, and Scruffy head their way into the mine. As they are walking, they are talking very loudly. Hey, did you see that? I don't know whose voice I'm doing. Apparently, it's none of the 3 of you. So whatever, I'm just going to do it that way.
Here, zombie, 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 zombie.
Expensive things.
Did you see that lady outside with expensive jewelry and stuff? Here, zombie, zombie, zombie. Drum solo.
We do all the Scooby and Shaggy tricks.
All
at
these things
once.
are happening. And you see, as you're making these calls, a couple of red lights appear in the distance. You're quite sure that it's the zombie in question. Terror goes through your body, but that's okay. You knew it was coming. Because this is your job, is to be bait for this mystery company. I really don't understand their business model. If you stop and unpack it, it falls apart quickly. However, you go tearing outside of the cave, and
no,
with the red
what?
light.
What? Don't I attack?
Oh, that's true. You would attempt to attack first.
I cannot willingly disengage.
That's
from the
true.
challenge.
That's true. Scruffy
Yeah.
has to be carried away if they are going to disengage from any fight.
yeah.
So Scooby and Shaggy, what do you do?
You see me, like you see the ears go up, and you turn me terror mode.
From drum, flings the stick.
Yeah.
He takes the sticks, throws them.
Yes.
Can I grab his tail
Yep.
and just
Yeah.
pull him back?
Oh, and I'll grab your tail and hold you back.
Awesome. So as that is going on, the zombie comes moving in your direction, going brains,
And I take-
trope.
My 2 drumsticks, I'm like trying to use them like ice axes.
Just trying to inch your way forward
Yeah.
towards combat.
Yeah.
I must engage with life-threatening situations.
Yeah.
Oh, how does that creature survive? Anyway, your friends are, unfortunately for you, able to pull you back
Good.
And so you begin to run on your way out of the cave. However, you take a wrong turn because you don't have Velma with you. And as you're running along, you stumble, you trip, you land in a mine car because that's convenient and weird. You start going down Indiana Jones style. The mine track is weaving, it's whirring, it's bobbing. It hits a ramp. Somehow it lands off the ramp onto the next part of the track. Keeps going. You're like, oh, we're going to die. But no, we're okay because the zombie's gone. You look behind. There's another zombie in the cart. Another cart right behind us. The cart, and they're just going like this.
Is there? I want to pull the lever to make the cart switch tracks, you know?
Perfect. As you're going by, you take a shovel that happens to be in there, and you bang it. Again, Indiana Jones style. You take the cart, going on the wheel. The other one just follows you because yeah, I need it too.
It separates briefly and then comes back together.
And all of this is going on, and you go on different track levels. And it makes no sense, and physics be damned, and all that stuff is going on. At one point, you look around, realize zombies in the cart with you. How did that happen? I don't know.
I attack.
That's even more confusing. The cart behind you, TV's Lou Ferrigno. How did that happen?
This is on me.
The cart is going, hits a randomly perfectly placed log, tips over. The four of you go tumbling outside of the cave.
We're going to end up in another cage again.
A cage drops.
Hey, it worked, Fred.
And right then, yes, Fred, you did so much work. Thank God for Fred.
Yup.
Good job, Fred.
Everything.
It was, wasn't it?
You're all very welcome.
Just then, a sheriff's car pulls up. Sheriff Flugel steps outside and says, "Hey, kids, okay?"
Well, thanks to Fred, yeah.
I'm in a cage with a zombie.
A zombie? That's weird. Hey, by the way, did you know that I was about to reveal to you that Brittany Kestrel's claims were bogus? The map she had was a forgery, and she was trying to steal the old mine.
Then who is the zombie?
I don't know. However, will we find out? You do it, Fred?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
Fred's
it.
gonna do it.
I mean.
Let go of my head, Fred.
Right. Sorry. Man, you really need moisturizer.
But really, none of you have an idea. None of you.
Who do you think it is? What clues do we have? We know about a red LED light. We know that there was random jewelry inside the mine. We know that there were these maps.
It's probably Cougar.
They were clearly working together.
He does have a red light on
That
his
is
little
true.
light thing. Flashlight.
Maybe it was Dot.
I'm telling you, this is the first real supernatural creature we've come across. Look how even now it's attempting to eat my brain.
Who thinks it's Cougar Jack?
Well, I'm gonna raise my hand.
in character?
Yeah, who
Who
here
thinks
in
it's
the
Cougar
audience?
Jack?
Who thinks it's Cougar Jack? Okay. Who thinks that it is Brittany Kestrel?
What? But she had no motive. Oh, wait.
Who thinks that it is Professor Mullins?
Oh, I forgot about him.
Who thinks that it is Dot Lundgren?
Ooh.
Wait,
Dark
was
horse.
she the mean one?
She was the nice
She's
one.
the owner.
Yeah, yeah.
Who has no clue whatsoever?
I think that it
TV's
is
Lou
Officer
Ferrigno
Flugel.
did it.
Oh my, please be Lou Ferrigno.
I know we've gotten away with it.
All right, I'm
Under the
pulling off
zombie
this
mask, we
mask.
learn that the real villain is Professor Mullins.
What?
He wanted the mine for himself.
I really should have used the TV's Lose Farino right then. Anyway, but I'd already done it with the mine cart, so I couldn't bring it back.
Professor, why?
He looks around at you, and you realize that he's no longer he's obviously not in his suit or anything. Well, the sheriff tells you, well, it turns out he wanted to scare everyone away and loot the mine of all the remaining gold and use it for storing the jewelry he had stolen because he is not Professor Mullins, mild-mannered, polite university professor.
It's like a jewel thief, right?
He's actually Ronald Twitty, the jewel thief from the very beginning that the sheriff warned you about.
Oh!
Wow.
He needs the glasses, which is why he had the red LEDs with the clips that they could attach right there to be the eyes. The jewelry you discovered was from his robberies, which he had decided to store in the cave because it was a safe place with everybody afraid of the zombie rumors.
So does that mean I
Like
can't?
that bracelet you're covering with your hand, Daph.
I can't.
What bracelet?
So pretty.
What are they talking about?
He doesn't know the land, so he needed the maps in order to navigate the tunnels.
And he needed a light to be able to see by without showing anyone else.
Yeah, so there you go.
Wait, why was he 7 feet tall?
You know, they never explain that in the book. He had on incredible lift shoes.
To make him appear more zombie-like.
Yeah.
His degree made him just staggering.
He was an
He'd
inflated-
really been into, like, what is it, goth? Who is it who has the really tall boots? I don't know pop culture.
Marilyn Manson?
Those really,
I don't know.
Yeah, his really tall boots. That's what he's doing, yeah.
Gene Simmons?
He used to cosplay as Fred Munster. From the Munsters. There you go.
That's incredibly current, so thank you.
Fred quit.
One of my more recent pop cultural references. Just wait for Gamers Live, everybody.
We don't let him talk.
The sheriff thanks you for your help, packs Ronald Twitty, a.k.a. Professor Mullins, into the back of the car. And as he looks out at you, he says,
Could you roll down your window, friend?
the sheriff says, oh, sorry, and he opens the door. He says, and I would have gotten away for it, too, if it wasn't for you nosy kids.
What about my two stupid dogs?
The sheriff shuts the door, thanks you again, drives off. Dot Lundgren thanks you for your assistance in rescuing her campsite. Now she can run it in peace, except for those sinkholes. That again, God bless him, never resolved.
And you got your mind back, thanks to... Say it.
There you go.
Yay!
Good boy.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming and playing with us. That was Scooby Doo, Where RPG You? Again, a huge thanks to all of the cast, to Peter, to Bryce, to Christian, to Sarah, to Helen, and of course also to Megs. And it has just been a joy and a delight to play with you all. You can find us again at booth number 100. And Gamers Live tomorrow is at 2 p.m. And Gamers Live on Saturday is at 7 p.m. We'd love to see you there. Remember that at the booth, even though I know it's closing for the day, you get yourself a 20% discount on all Zoe stuff by just letting us know, showing us that you came to anything. I don't really have any other big announcements. Check us out if you're watching the live stream again, that the tomorrow's shows and Saturdays will be on twitch.tv/GenCon Live. It'll be on the GenCon Live channel. And Archer still has those QR codes if anybody wants to get one of those flyers. So Arch, why don't you go stand by the door and they can see that. They can scan it. They don't even have to take the flyer from you. I just told everyone to go harass my child.
You're a great father.
His older sibling right now is like, oh, I'm so glad he's around. Anyway, thank you again. We love you all so much. You've just been amazing. Have a wonderful evening, and since we don't have the rights, we can't really sing the song, but we do have the lyrics, so I thought we could do it to something that there are no rules around. So this is Scooby-Doo to Jingle Bells. If you want to join with me, give it a shot. It's on the back of your character sheet.
Oh my!
Oh my God.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Drum solo, come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Pretend you got a sliver.
What?
But you're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve. So Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have some Scooby snack. Scooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch the villain.
What?
That did not rhyme.
How many songs did you go
No
through?
joke, I have spent 3 months trying to find a public domain song that worked. And this morning, I was like, what about Jingle Bells?
Astonishing.
So it turns out Chris was the monster the whole time.
Again, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. I know we're cutting out a little early for those of you who are online streaming, but you know, the wonderful Twitch folk will send you to somewhere else. So, as far as I'm concerned, we can be out, crew. It's up to you.
Or we could just sit here
Oh, yeah.
and eat our Scooby